Imagine, like, fighting an entire season to get the first overall seed in your conference, right? And then, like, losing 3 out of 4 home games in the second round to an Atlanta Hawks team that didn't have a single All-Star this year, that all they do is run pick and rolls, throw lobs, floaters, and deep threes with Trae Young. And they have... First of all, Trae Young is my least favorite player in the NBA, and it's not just because like he played well against us. Like, first of all, I guess credit to the Hawks, because like they're better than I thought they were. But I didn't think they were good enough to beat us. I don't understand how we allowed that to happen. Sorry for your background noise. Ben Simmons, if you'll notice, if you remember back, I don't think I've recorded a video here in a while, but I used to have the Simmons jersey up. It is now thrown on the floor in my closet, in the tiniest room of all time that I have. This is the thing. I want to say trade Ben Simmons, right? But I feel like we wouldn't be able to get anything for him at this point. So I want a point guard on the floor. That should be off-season priority number one, get a point guard. That's why I feel like Kyle Lowry's a name that's been mentioned 1,000 times already, like this season when it comes to the Sixers. You guys realize that this series was like the same series as the Toronto series a couple years ago? Like, except so they won game 1, we won game 2 and 3. Looked like we were going to go right ahead. Game 4 we lost. Game 5 we lost. Game 6 we won to force game 7. And game 7 we lost both of them. And in 2019 against the Raptors, that game 7 was on Sunday, and it was on Mother's Day. This game 7 was on Sunday on Father's Day. So, by the way, the officials, every single official that works for the NBA needs to be fired, because I'm not there to watch the officials call a bunch of crap, okay? In this game, I guess we'll talk about, first of all, Kevin Huerter looks like he should be like somewhere down in Florida at a country club with like a visor on and with his golf clubs in the golf cart, ready to go, about to shoot 18 holes down there, having a good time, you know, doing what he wants down in the golf course. Not an NBA basketball player. And look, I love Seth Curry, but that's why he scored 27. Was it 27? Yeah, because Curry can't guard him. It's just so disappointing. You realize they beat us 3 out of 4 times down the stretch of the series. Ben Simmons, I thought, played better in this game, but he didn't play good. It's not a very high bar. He played so bad in this series. I sat today, and on my car ride home when I could have been sleeping, and I made a 1.5 minute long hype video that took me about 10 hours to do out of like my 12-hour car ride for this game, for them to choke it away. They had a lead in the fourth quarter too, by the way. I thought they called a timeout, and I was like, that's a good timeout. When the game was tied, when the Hawks had come back and they had tied the game, they called a timeout, and they came out and their offense was terrible. Their offense looked terrible. I don't understand why they didn't just give it to Joel in the low post and let him go to work. And if they come double, you just, like, that was working. They were giving it to Joel in the middle of the floor, and that was working earlier in the fourth quarter. He was scoring. He clearly did not want to lose. He clearly did not want to let his team lose, and it was working, and then they went away from it. I don't know why they did that. Tobias missed like 5 layups in this game, and he shot terribly, so that's bad, I guess. I'm not going to blame it all on Tobias, though, because he showed heart, and he showed that he wanted to win the game, and he tried his best, and he I'm not trying to give out participation awards, but like you can see Tobias and like the energy he brings, and usually he shoots better from the field than that, and it sucks that he didn't shoot better, but like you can't really blame anybody but Ben Simmons, and Doc Rivers' coaching decisions at times in this series. I mean, Tobias did have that one awful game, but let's just get this straight, okay? We had an 18-point lead in Game 4. We had a 26-point lead in Game 5. The series should have been over in 5 games, and we should be playing the Eastern Conference Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks. But no, we're going to be sitting on our couches watching the Eastern Conference Finals, as we usually do, because we haven't made it to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2001. I was born in 2003, so I wasn't around for that at all. I was not there. Trying to think of some other stuff I can talk about. It just sucks. I got myself all hyped up for this game, super hopeful. I was like, yeah, they got it at home. They got Game 7 at home. There's no way they lose 3 out of the 4 home games they have in this series at home. No. They did. They managed to do it. Trae Young didn't play well either. But they still beat us because our offense was terrible. We're now second-round exits for the 3rd year in the last 4 years. And then guess what? The other year was a first-round exit. Sweep, by the way. We had the 1 seed, so I really had hope for this team, and it's just, under the circumstances, I feel like we were an overachieving team, and now we're an underachieving team, because no one expected us to be the 1st seed, but then once we got the 1st seed, we didn't do what we were supposed to do and take care of business. And that's really unfortunate, because the Brooklyn Nets, they lost. Okay? Everyone had the Nets going to the finals. It was like, oh, it's really shaping up for the Sixers now. You just got to lose to Trae Young, who's not... He like halfway plays basketball. Like he plays basketball, but he also like half his game is based on drawing fouls where he like runs into people and jumps into people and like launches himself at the defenders and tries to get foul calls, and it's so obnoxious. There was this one play when Dwight Howard ran him over and he started doing push-ups, and I was like, just stop. You're so annoying. Hawks fans, congratulations. Are you happy? Look what you've done. Look what your team's done to me. And probably every other Sixer fan, too, that actually had hope for this team. So videos won't stop, though. I don't know what I'm going to make videos on now. I guess just news coming out in the off season. But stick with me. Maybe we'll make some mixes. I don't know. It's going to be a new era for this channel. Almost at 1,000 subs. Subscribe. I'm not editing this video. There's a reason for the past 3 of these I haven't been editing them. 2 of them was because I was on vacation, and this one is because I'm too depressed to do it, so leave me alone on that. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.